Hello! In this video we will be reviewing multi-language support in our Go.NET solution. When you start the migration to .NET, the Upgrade Manager reads from the Magic Language section in the Magic INI file to determine your application multi-language needs. Those details are then assigned to a table in one of the wizard forms. If you want your migrated .NET application to support multi-languages, you will need to fill the culture column. This is the .NET's native way to support multi-languages. If you have more translated files available than shown in this table, please add them to the list as well. Go.NET will then translate those files into native .NET resources. Now let's review the code in order to see how it was implemented in our migrated application. First, let's review the resource files which were created from Magic's multi-language translation file. In the resources folder in our .NET solution, we can find the global resources of the old multi-language translation file. From this point on, we will continue maintaining them in .NET and make all needed change in those resource files. Those names was set to be default, but they can be changed during the conversion process. Those files are stored in the common resource folder since they can be shared by several migrated projects. To configure the startup language, we use Environment Management utility and set the value of general setting starting language. Retaining this structure as a starting point after the migration preserves Magic familiar way. However, you can choose to ignore this option and set the starting language directly in the entry point class. In the code itself, we see the MLS trans function, which, like all the other old Magic functions, continue to be supported. However, they have now been changed to use the new resource files and resource manager. The names representing fields can be changed in the resources of the global res file. In the code of each form, we can see that a new method was added, apply language. This method uses the translation text from the relevant resource file during the runtime to set a control. Now let's run this demo application and see the result. First, let's run the Magic application in order to see the results. In Magic, we can see that not all the controls are being translated to Spanish. For example, the list box, the option button, the text in the combo box, and even the tabs are not being translated. However, in our new .NET solution, you can see a full support in multi-language translation. So we can see it in the menus, in the message box, in the forms names. In all the controls include the text inside the controls, the combo box, the option button, the tab, and the list box. Of course, all the elements of the form are supported. Using this approach, Go.NET can support just about any language that you need your Magic application translated to in .NET.